This video is to clarify about cross-referencing a little bit. Cross-referencing shows the name in a form other than that used on the original record, and it indicates the storage location of the original record. So it shows that name in more than one form, and it can be 3, 4, 5 forms depending on. If you have a company like a lawyer or a legal company, many times there are a number of partners, and it would need to be cross-referenced under every partner's name. Let's look at some of the reasons we would cross-reference. There are 4 types of personal names that should be cross-referenced: unusual names, hyphenated surnames, which we're seeing more and more of those because many are using their maiden name and their married name and just hyphenating them. Alternate names, because some are known as initials, but their full, really legal name is something else. And similar names. There are also 9 types of business names that should be cross-referenced. 2 will be presented in this chapter, and then the remainder are in chapters 4 and 5. So this is in chapter 3. Compound names are one of them, and names with abbreviations and acronyms. So Allstate is a good example of a compound name, because we do have many of those, or especially that particular one. And then here are some examples. Charles David, which could also be David Charles. Many people might confuse that. So it is cross-referenced under, it's filed under David and then Charles, and then it's cross-referenced under Charles David, and then you say C and where it's the original is going to be found. This one is also, many of our foreign names are used in cross-references, like Chung Jihong. Chung is the first indexing unit, so that's where it's filed under, and then Jihong, and then you also use the opposite of that and then refer them back to where you initially filed it. I would keep these pages close to me if you're having trouble with any kind of cross-referencing. And then there's some examples for hyphenated names. It's under Reardon Bruss without the hyphen in there, and then it's under Bruss, and then Wendy, and then Reardon. You've already put it under Reardon, so you don't need to put it there again, and then tell them where to look for the original file. And alternate names like Michelle Starr, who is also known as Starskinski, so Michelle, and then C Star Michelle, referring back there. And then we have business names that are compound, like Jarvis, Rasmussen, and Sheridan Antiques, and then it has to have 2 cross-references, an original under Jarvis, and then also a cross-reference under Rasmussen and also Sheridan, and abbreviations and acronyms. Like MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, is normally known as that, but it also needs to be spelled out and filed under that as well. And the EASY stands for Ewan and Zucker, so it's cross-referenced under their full names and then pointed back to see Easy Electronics. But since there's 2 people that owns that company, it also needs to be under Zucker and Ewan's Electronics, and then always refer them back to the original. I would definitely, if I'm having any trouble with cross-referencing, I would go back through all of these and study these examples in your textbook on chapter 3, pages 49, 50, and 51, and then go to chapters 4 and 5 and look back at those other 7 reasons to cross-reference for a company. End of this video.